Hey, what's up everyone? This is Gabriel from jgcrespomusic.com, and in today's lesson I'm going to talk about harmonic space and some basic arranging techniques that will help you improve your beats and songs by 1000%. Okay, so let's get started. I've got a simple chord progression right here. If we're in the key of C major, and if you need to, you can reference back to my number system and how the diatonic system works with chords. But for now, I'm just going to put our numbers here. In the key of C major, we've got the 1 chord, C. We go to our 6th chord, which is minor. It's a minor 7, A minor 7. We go to our 4 chord. Now this 4 chord has a couple of extra notes, so it's rather than just being an F major triad 3-note chord, it is now an F major 9. So when we get a 7th chord, 4 notes, 9, we now have 5 notes, right? So I'm going 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, like so. And then my last chord is going back to my 6th chord, right? So there's a popular song, I can't play too much of it, but you guys might recognize it, that goes like this. I got this. Okay, I'm gonna stop there because we're gonna get hit for copyright infringement if I go any further. But for now, you get the picture, and I'm pretty sure you saw the movie or maybe heard the song. What I'm going to talk to you today about is how keyboard parts can interact with guitar and how something called common tones play an integral part. So what is a common tone? Well, a common tone is a note shared by a chord, one chord going to another chord. So for instance, if I'm playing a C chord, my notes are C, E, G, right? And we're going to write those in just so we kind of don't lose sight of that. This is my basic C major triad right there. And then if I have an A minor 7 chord, I have the notes A, C, E, G. Again, all of these are in root position, just so we're not confusing what is the root. We'll get into inversions in another later video, okay, where we flip the order. F major 9, so we've got F, A, C, E, and then G, okay? And then we go back to our A minor 7, so that's A, C, E, and G. Okay, so immediately I'm pretty sure you heard me mention the notes C, E, and G quite a few times. Well, interestingly enough, they are present in all 3 chords. And I say 3 chords because we have A minor 7 twice, so I'm not going to consider that a separate chord. They're right here, okay? So that essentially means I can stay. In the case of the piano, we have 2 hands, right, that we're playing. So I can stay with my right hand on the C triad, C, E, G, and create the harmonic movement by simply moving down and then back up in thirds, right? The bass line essentially with the left hand, okay? The bass player would probably do this as well. Now, when we are playing on guitar, in the next clip I'm going to demonstrate how we can interact with that keyboard part in different scenarios. Okay, here we are, guys. So right now I'm going to demonstrate how we could play the guitar part in a song setting like this, much like they do on the record, but I'm going to demonstrate how we can use this common tones idea, where we basically are playing the common tones, but we're also playing the upper triad of all of these chords. So by triad, I mean 3-note chord, right? So at the top of all of these chords, obviously with the first chord, we only have C, E, G, but at the top of A minor chord, if we take the top 3 notes, we still have C, E, G, right? So that basically means I could stay on a C chord, and that's what the guitar part in this song does. You'll find this in a lot of guitar parts, especially with that kind of funk R&B influence. Now, if the piano is playing around here, around the middle register, somewhere around middle C, I might not want to play my C chord here or here. I might want to find a place to play it higher up the neck. So that's what they do. So I'm going to go up to the 8th fret, and I'm going to play essentially an F shape. You guys might know it from playing it here if you learn the F chord, right? So I'm doing a partial bar on the 1st and 2nd strings, and then I go up to the 3rd string, 2nd fret, 4th string, 3rd fret, and that is my shape. I'm going to move that all the way up to the 8th fret, okay? And we're going to get essentially the rhythm part of the song, which is... Now, notice I'm not strumming the 5th or 6th strings because those are going to sound bad. In this case, I could get lucky because one of the open strings, E, is still one of the notes in all of the chords, but it doesn't sound quite pleasing to the ear in contrast with the bass part. Okay, so that's a short tip on how you can play rhythm voicings on the guitar and interact with the piano. We might do the opposite if a guitar part was tracked first, or the song needs to be more of a guitar heavy song, i.e. genres like rock, for instance. I might change my keyboard parts. So that's all for today. Thank you all for watching. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment.